Just one more reading. Zen Teachings of Huang Po on the Transmission of Mind. Page 46. People are often hindered by environment phenomena from perceiving mind and by individual events from perceiving underlying principles, so they often try to escape from environment phenomena in order to still their minds, or to obscure events in order to retain their grasp of principles. They do not realize that this is merely to obscure phenomena in mind, events with principles. Just like their minds become void, an event of phenomena will void themselves. Let the principles cease to steer and events will cease steering themselves. Do not imply mind in this perverted way. Many people are afraid to empty their minds lest they may plunge into the void. They do not know they know that their own mind is the void. The ignorant skew phenomena, but not thought. The wise skew thought, but not phenomenon. Number 23. Thus the mind of the positive is like the void, and everything is relinquished by it. When thoughts of the past cannot be taken hold of, that is relinquishing of the past. When thoughts of the present cannot be taken hold of, that is relinquishing of the present. When thoughts of the future cannot be taken hold of, that is relinquishing of the future. This is called the relinquishment of the triple time. Since the Tathagata entrusted Kasyapa with the Dharma until now, mind has been transmitted with mind, and these minds have been identical. A transmission of void cannot be made through words. A transmission in concrete terms cannot be the Dharma. Thus mind is transmitted with mind, and these minds do not differ. Transmitting, receiving, transmission are both of most difficult kind of mysterious understanding, so that few indeed have been able to receive it. In fact, however, mind is not mind, and transmission is not reality transmission. Number 25. The term unity refers to a homogeneous spiritual brilliance which separates into 6 harmoniously blended elements. The homogeneous spiritual brilliance is the one mind, while the 6 harmoniously blended elements are the 6 sense organs. These 6 sense organs become severely united with the objects that defy them. The eyes with form, the ears with sound, the nose with smell, the tongue with taste, and the body with touch, the thinking mind with entities. Between these organs and their objects arise 6 sensorial perceptions, making 18 sensing realms. Now, if you understand that these 18 realms have no objective existence, you will bind the 6 harmonious blended elements into a single spiritual brilliance, which is the one mind. All students of the way know this, but cannot avoid forming concepts of a single spiritual brilliance and the 6 harmonious blended elements. Accordingly, they are changed to entities and fail to achieve a task understanding of original mind. Number 26. When Tathagata manifested himself in the world, he wished to preach a single vehicle of truth. But people would not have believed him, and by scoffing him, would have become immersed in the sea of sorrow, samsara. On the other hand, if he had said nothing at all, that would have been selfishness, and he would not have been able to diffuse knowledge of the mysterious way for the benefit of us sentient beings. So he adopted the expedient of preaching that there are 3 vehicles. As however these vehicles are relatively greater and lesser and avoidable, that there are shallow teachings and profound teachings, none of them being the original Dharma, so it is said that there is only a one vehicle way. If there were more, they could not be real. Besides, there is absolutely no way of describing the Dharma of the one mind. Therefore, Tathagata called Kanyapa to come and sit with him on the seat of proclaiming the law, separately entrusting to him the wordless Dharma of the one mind. This branchless Dharma was to be separately practiced, and those who should be tacitly enlightened would arrive at the state of Buddha. So, regarding this Zen doctrine of ours, since it was first transmitted, it is never thought that men should seek for learning or form concepts. Studying the way is just a figure of speech. It's a method of arousing people's interest in the early stages of their development. In fact, the way is not something which can be studied. Study leads to the retention of concepts, and so the way is entirely misunderstood. Moreover, the way is not something specially existing. It's called the Mahayana mind which is not to be found inside, outside, or in the middle. Truly is not located anywhere. The first step is to refrain from knowledge-based concepts. This implies that if you were to follow an empirical method to the utmost limit of reaching that limit, you would still be unable to locate mind. The way is the spiritual truth and was originally without name or title. It was only because people ignorantly sought for it empirically that the Buddhas appeared and taught them to recreate this method of approach. Fearing that nobody would understand, they select the name away. You must not allow this name to lead you into forming a mental concept of road. So it's said, when the fish is caught, we pay no more attention to the trap. When body and mind achieve spontaneity, the way is reached and mind is understood. As Ramana is so called because he has penetrated to the original source of all things. The fruit of attainment, the Ramana stage, is gained by putting an end to all anxiety. It does not come from book learning. If you now set about using your minds to seek mind, listening to teaching of others, and hoping to reach the goal through more learning, when will you ever succeed? Some of the saints had sharp minds. They sooner heard the doctrine proclaimed than they hastened to discharge all learning. So they were called sages who, abandoning learning, have come to rest in spontaneity. In these days, people only seek to stuff themselves in knowledge and deductions, seeking everywhere for book knowledge. In calling this Dharma practice, they do not know how that so much knowledge and deduction have just the contrary effect of piling up obstacles. Merely acquiring a lot of knowledge makes you like a child who gives itself indigestion by gobbling too much curds. Those who study the way according to the three vehicles are all like this. How you call them is people who suffer from digestion. When so-called knowledge and deductions are not digested, they become poisons, for they belong only to the plane of samsara. In absolute, there is nothing at all about this kind. So it is said in the harmony of semi-sovereign, there is no sword of thusness. All the concepts you have formed in the past must be discarded and replaced by a void. That's it, just one more reading, the Zen Teachings of Huang Po on the transmission of mind.